Hello and welcome to Acoustic Review. My name is Ben Morgan Brown and today I'm looking at the G-00 from Gibson Guitars. Based off the classic L-00 body shape, the G-00 is a Bozeman made guitar with solid walnut back and sides and a traditional scalloped X-brace Sitka spruce top. The utility neck has a striped ebony fingerboard with a 24.75 inch scale length and a 1.73 inch nut. With a satin nitrocellulose finish, a Gibson player port sound port and a premium gig bag included, the G-00 has an RRP of £899. Let's have another listen to the guitar now and then please join me afterwards for my thoughts. The first thing that struck me with this guitar is its diminutive size. It's only ever so slightly thinner than a regular parlour guitar, but I was worried Gibson had sent me an electric guitar by mistake when I first got the gig bag out of the box. Thankfully, the G-00 was inside and I was immediately intrigued by the player port sound port and the austere look of the guitar. It is a bit plain, but I think that actually works in its favour. It's stripped back, sensible and honest looking. In the lap it's very comfortable and it feels like it would be a great guitar to snuggle up with in front of the fire with something warming to drink. The neck has a really nice feel to it with the satin finish and the action is very playable too. The sound port does look a little out of place with its otherwise homely vibe, but I was surprised at how much difference to the tone it made. Letting a chord ring out and then covering and uncovering the port, I noticed more resonance and less mid-range honk in the listening position, and I do think it made an overall positive improvement to the sound that I was hearing as I played. The tone is admittedly not the most sophisticated, there's a bit of a simplistic element to the sound, but in some ways I think that suits the guitar. It would fit a bit out of place to have a modern cathedral-esque tone coming out of such a stripped back instrument. As it stands, I think anyone that appreciates the more rustic tones associated with country blues and folk will find something that appeals here. It's a fundamental focused sound, with the edges squared off a bit, no booming lows and no tinny highs. It's got a nice smooth sustain and for a small box it seems surprisingly loud, although I imagine that's helped in some part by the sound port. At £899 with a gig bag, I think this guitar is attractively priced, especially when you consider it's all solid woods and made in the USA. Obviously there are some cutbacks. The rosette, for example, looks like it'll wear off pretty quickly, but in terms of the workmanship and build quality, I think it's certainly worthy of the Gibson name. In short, I'd say the G-00 is a neat little guitar at an attractive price. It certainly captures some of the vibe of the classic L-00 guitars, and its affordability, portability and enjoyable tone should attract singer-songwriters, folkies and all players looking for a bit of that Gibson magic whilst watching their pennies. I hope you've enjoyed this video from Acoustic Review. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon to be kept up to date when we post new videos, and I look forward to seeing you next time.
you.